There was some talk this morning about direct connections with fans, more direct connections with fans. I'm struck by that and the parallel with DraftKings, which you're an early investor and a large investor in, and the acceptance of gambling in ways that weren't really imaginable, I think, 20 or 30 years ago by the major leagues, or the major sports leagues. What do you think that is all about?
Well, I think that indoor sports are ascendant. NHL, NBA, that's why we just bought some AFL, Arena Football League teams, because you can track and monitor very crisply and clearly because of the contained nature of the arena. And the more we become a big data company, the more attractive we'll be to Gen Z, to millennials, to sophisticated people who care about Wall Street. And we want to be big data companies, distribution of that data and content. And so being able to go direct to the consumer, I mean, we look like SaaS companies now. You look at a sports team, sure, you look, it's why Steve Ballmer, I believe, paid $2 billion for the Clippers. I think he looked and saw that just like a big software company, we've got 20-year deals with our sponsors that have built-in 3.5% increases. We have suites that are on 5-year contracts. We have annual contracts, season tickets that we renew at 95%.
Accessibility is pretty key to us, right? So we like to pride ourselves on being a multi-platform company. You can watch our games on cable, or you can download our new over-the-top service, Monumental Sports Network, and have more touch points to our teams at lower cost, economic price points and the like.
Part of that?
I believe that sports is the great convener, and you sit behind a screen and you're watching the game, and now you're interacting. And the first application was you're communicating, you're talking to your friends, you're in a community, and now you're starting to have real interest in the outcome of the games and the plays, and that's fantasy. It's daily fantasy is what really took off. But the next big growth area for media content and team owners will be gambling. And it's just a matter of time. We see what's happened in Europe. We've made a big investment in a company called Sportradar. Sportradar.
What is that?
Sportradar started life as a way to do integrity assurance to make sure that betting, gaming, the odds were level playing field, and it connected the casinos, the gamblers, and the leagues in Europe and then in China.
Because in Nevada, you can't have the sports books talk to the other sports books. It's part of the way the law is written.
That's right, but makes no sense.
So, all right, another question. Given the success of the league right now, even the D League, now it's soon to be called the G League, right? You've got all the team values going up and looking for new revenue sources. I can't think of a single reason why there isn't room for at least one expansion team.
Well, right now, an expansion team would cut into the media revenues.
But you're making the case for another team still, that could happen in one more place.
But if you brought in another team, the price of that team would have to be over $1 billion.